Welcome to channel Maths Magic. Today we are going to discuss one of the important question based on arithmetic sequences. Question says that we have a sequence 23, 36, 49, 62 dot dot dot. What is the first term of the sequence to exceed 100,000? So over here you are given with the sequence and question is asking you that if you will keep going on this sequence, so what will be the first term which will give us value of term more than 100,000? The first term it will be more than 100,000. Immediate value we have to find out. So how can we proceed with the sequence? So let's write some basic information. We have first term of the sequence as u1 is 23 and the common difference of the sequence is 36 minus 23, so it's 3 and 1, it's a 13. Now we need to figure out when un becomes greater than 100,000, right? So over here we will set the equation, and first let's write the general form of this equation. Un is equal to u1 plus n minus 1 into d. So un is equal to u1 is given 23 and n minus 1 into d. So over here d is the common difference, which is 13. So let's simplify this. 23 plus 13 and minus 13. So 23 minus 13 is 10. So it becomes 10 plus 13 n. We got un is equal to. Now we will try to figure out for which value of n we get exact 100,000, so that we can check value for which we will have more than 100,000, the immediate value. So let's set that. So if we are having un as 100,000, and we have to find out the value of n over here, so it's going to be 100,000 minus 10 is equal to 13n. So let's figure out what will be the value of 100,000 minus 10. So let's write that. If we are having 100,000, then we have to do minus 10. So what will be the value? So it's a 0 only, and it's a 9, and rest of the thing is going to be 9 9 9. So you can cross check. 0 minus 0 is 0, then this 10 minus 1 is 9, then over here you got 9, then again 9, and again 9. So we got the 99,990 is equal to 13n. Now what will be the value of n? So we can write 13n is equal to, so let me make it clear. So we have 13n is equal to this much, 99,990. So n is going to be 99,990 divided by 13. So let's divide and find the value of n so that we can check with what is the immediate value which will give us a value more than 100,000. So let's divide this by 13. So you can see that if you are having n is equal to 7691.53846 approximately, then you will have sequence as 100,000. But we know that number of terms cannot be 100,000, right? I'm sorry, number of term cannot be uh, fractions or in decimal, it should be integer. So we have to find out the immediate value which will give us the number which is greater than 100,000. So you can guess it over here. We will have very immediate number, or you can say very immediate term 7692, that will give us number more than 100,000. If you will have 7691, then the value of the term is going to be less than 100,000. If you will have 7692, then you will have value more than 100,000, that will be immediate value. So we will cross check the answer. We already have general term un is equal to 10 plus 13n. So let's place n as 7691 and 7692 both. 13 times 7691. So if you multiply 7691 with 13, so 7691 into 13, and then you do plus 10 with this. So your nth term becomes, or you can say the value of term at 7691 position is going to be 99,993, which is less than 100,000. Now we can check. So over here we are using n as 7691. Now let's check with 7692. So let's verify this also. Multiply 7692 with 13. 7692 into 13, and then we have to do plus 10. So if you will do 7692 into 13 and then plus 2, it's going to be 100,006, which is the immediate value which is greater than 100,000 in this sequence. So our answer over here, because question is asking what is the first term of sequence to exceed 100,000. So our first term which exceed 100,000 is 100,006. So I'll just clear the space on right side and I'll write the final answer over here. So the first term which is greater than 100,000 is this 100,006. This is your term. So 100,006, right? And this is possible when your n is 7692. So you can say U7692 is equal to this much. Hope it's clear now. So over here, your question was to find out the first term which will be higher than the 100,000. So this is what you got over here. And the position of this term is 7,692. If you still have any doubt, you can comment and I'll get back to you for sure. Thank you for watching.